Today is Monday, May 27th. Happy Memorial Day. This holiday has all sorts of wonderful activities. There's beach and picnics and travel to see relatives or friends and cookouts and big sporting events. And aren't the Madison Stars doing well? Hey, even the Rangers won a game yesterday. But the origins of this holiday are far more somber and very solemn for me. And that's next.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Are all financial advisors fiduciaries? Fewer than you think. Not knowing could reduce your lifestyle. Hi, I'm Mitch Kramer, founder and CEO of Fluent Financial. A fiduciary is a regulatory term to reduce conflicts of interest in wealth management. A fiduciary always works in your best interest. A non-fiduciary advisor might put their compensation or company ahead of yours. At Fluent Financial, we are certified financial planners acting as fiduciary advisors. To learn more, go to fluentfinancial.com or Fluent Financial's YouTube channel.
There's been a significant development in your laundry room. Laundry detergent sheets, not dryer sheets, but the same concept. Paper thin, remarkably efficient. Just toss one into your load of clothes and voila! Sparkling clean and smelling great. And as a plus, they're hypoallergenic for those with sensitive skin. Jugs of detergent. Jugs that just wind up in trash heaps. It's easy to get your laundry detergent sheets. Just go to the link in today's podcast episode.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
This is Memorial Day number 156. Growing up, it was called Decoration Day for me. And then they changed the name a bit later down the road. It was established on May 30th, 1868, to remember the military people who'd lost their lives fighting in the service of the United States. In the case back there, the Civil War. For so many years, for me, but for so many of you, this is a day to remember. For me, we go back to 1967. I was in UT graduate school studying journalism. But America was awakening to what was going on in Vietnam, half a world away. We had no idea where Vietnam was, and yet we were fighting there. And young men were being sent there by the thousands and thousands to stop the spread of communism. Well, for us, we were in school. We wanted to stay in school and protect that student visa. Okay. It's chronic when you're in school. Well, I guess there are a few people that have money, but we sure didn't have money. So that meant if we wanted to get a house, we were going to have to get several people together, friends, to all go in and share the rent and the expenses for the house. As I recall, this wasn't much of a house for human beings. But it was the Cockroach Hilton. But again, hey, you live where you can afford. One of my roommates was a happy-go-lucky fellow named Corky Gross. he was always happy. He always had a smile on his face. And he always, at parties, tended to have one too many, or two, or three. And Corky preferred fun to classes. And that got him killed. He flunked out of UT. He was snapped up and drafted by the Army, and he was gone to Vietnam. Vietnam's so far away. It doesn't register in your consciousness. Only a bit later did we even start seeing film of the actual fighting. I had no idea what was going on over there. And we had no idea how to fight that war. It was jungle warfare. In America, we'd never fought jungle warfare. But people like Corky and several of my other friends who went to Vietnam and came back, they didn't want to be in Vietnam. They didn't give a darn about that conflict. But they were sent there by America. And on March 26th, 1968, a year we celebrated the 100th Memorial Day, 22-year-old PFC, Private First Class, Christopher A. Gross was on patrol in a search and destroy mission. The rifleman led the group. Corky was, by reports, a few steps behind, but a few steps still ahead of the platoon he was in. That's when the gunfire erupted from the ambush. Those who survived that firefight remember Christopher A. Gross being hit twice, almost immediately. The patrol retreated, seeking cover. They were driven off by the Viet Cong. Corky, now, 56 years later, is still listed on one site as missing in action, and in another site, unaccounted for. His body was never recovered. Posthumously, the Army upgraded his rank to Staff Sergeant. And at the Vietnam Wall, you will find him on page 46E, line 54. And when I'm in Washington, I visit that wall and find that page. This is just one story. This is a story of a friend lost. But it's also a story of a son lost, of a future husband and father lost. Corky did not want to be in Vietnam, but I suspect nobody wanted to be at the Civil War either, or in the trenches of World War I and World War II. Nobody wanted to be in Korea and Afghanistan and Iraq. But as long as humans battle for more land, for more recognition, for more power, wars will go on. And people like Corky Gross, who had absolutely no stake in this awful game, will pay the price.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, and by Star Power, Love Where You Live.
Just Wondering is a production of DSP Media for FanStream Sports. You can find Norm's show along with other great programming at fanstreamsports.com.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, hit follow. And every weekday, a fresh new episode of Just Wondering will be delivered right to you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please share it with a friend. Finally, should you have questions or comments, please share them with us by going to X and our address at Norm's Clubhouse. That's Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. And every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitchkus, and I'm just wondering too.